fireball 50 already a staple in my quiver. Quite a small foil. Have your first session on after a couple of days. My breath back. Heading out to sea right now. Trying to find a good bump. Also heading in the direction of hopefully larger bumps. Good one to turn behind. See one up here to the left. Cut back right. Little snakies. Just trying to get a feel for the foil. I haven't used this foil very much. What's the boat doing? Weekenders, we call those people. Weekend at Bernie's. Probably trawling a fishing line. Not under foil, but everything's feeling a bit soft with size condition. We'll do some turns on this one. Cut through the bump in front slightly. Pretty flat conditions for what I consider a smallish foil. Turn behind this one. Get some height through that turn. A couple of pumps so this thing just suck the trough behind it. Draw a trough. Heading towards the drone. So running down the line of these things. Wary about that guy. We don't like motorized things around me. What I'll do is I'll head down toward the boat ramp, I think. Get some longevity out of this run. I thought it's pretty choppy, pretty messy, but there's definitely a bump going in my direction. oncoming bump there. Oop. I don't know if you caught that, but it gave me a big surge. So oncoming energy will slow you down, but it will also create lift. Whereas energy behind you doesn't create lift, it creates speed. So if you're wondering how to ride messy conditions, if you can somehow get a gauge on the water that lets you know if the swell is going with you or against you. Well, if it's going with you and it's going faster than you, it's going to pass underneath and be a real pain and suck all the lift out of your foil. It's like running into the back of a high point. It's the same sort of feeling. But if the energy is oncoming, you just hit it hard. You don't worry about it, just ignore it. Anything coming towards me, I'll just run straight into it and it will create lift as my foil goes through that energy. Guys who prone a lot will know that. It's the same feeling when you go out through waves. As you run into the wave, it picks you up. Gives you free lift. I wouldn't recommend proning as an aid to downwinding. Proning is much harder than downwinding. Physical demands. It's a bit of bump. So we can do a couple of turns on this thing. Hopefully there's one behind it because I kind of missed it. See one ahead, I'm going to chase it. This foil is great for up and overs. Staying high on the bump. A couple of pumps up and over. Gliding through these little gateways, intersections. See a bump up to my left. I'm going to work my way toward it. Not pumping hard, just adding in like, my girlfriend calls them bunny hops. See one going past, so I'm going to just be aware that at some point I'm going to turn behind it, utilize it while I can. I'm not turning straight behind it, I'm turning to run down the line the other way for a bit, and then I'll do the same here. I'll turn down toward it, but running down the line, and so I'm just going side to side of these swells. So this one I'm riding this thing like a wave, the swell that's between my feet. I've got up and over this. I still got you there, Alison? Hearing some beeps. Okay, I'm going to work over this one. And then a couple of pumps and I'm just gliding the rest of the way. So I get up heaps of height above the ocean, gives me heaps of downward scope to run. Height is your friend. Whether that's height on a swell or just height on your mast. Slowed right down there. Flat water pump right now, there's nothing really here. Cutting through one. Don't know what you can see on the camera angle. It's pretty small. I can see one drawing away to the left, just in front of me here. 10 meters. Go way across this. I can see one on the left. I'm going to turn to stay on it. Turn back right to stay on the one that's just gone past. And when I stay on it, I'm talking about the trough, not the peak. So I can see the peak, and the peak's drawing behind it, low point. That's what signifies a peak. It's higher than what's behind. So you see a high point, it means that there's going to be a low point following it. And that low point, you just want to be on the windward side of that low point. And that just puts you up on the swell. Nice bump in here. I'm going to try cut through this to match it. Nice chunky one. It's not the most playful system. I mean, this thing's got a phenomenal low stall speed, like good stall speed. But it's just not surfy like the Spitfire. So today I'd probably be better on the 1180 Spitfire for this sort of condition. Bay run, or on the even bigger fireball that might be coming. See a little fish in here. Let's just try and flat water pump-ish to aid with our traverse back to land. See a bump ahead, so I'll pump through one to get to this next one. Running down the line of this trough. see Alison on the beach, halfway up. Back in line with the boat ramp. Good times. Looks like there's a few crew here. Hopefully these headphones work and you guys get the audio from this. Be good, be safe. Go put your money on the waiting list for these fireballs. So the 1070 is the biggest one currently. There's at least, I would say, 2 more coming. So that sounds like you. Go give your dealer some money and just leave it with them. They won't give you the specs. Don't worry about the specs. You want these foils. So go give your dealer 3 grand or 1.5 grand for one foil or whatever it is. And make sure that you're first in line. Don't wait for reviews. Just go get them. Be good, guys. See ya.
Alright guys, that's the end of that run. I'm not joking about giving your dealer some money. I mean, perhaps don't give them 3 grand like I said. I was a bit excited in this video. But go give them a deposit. You'll want at least one of the next fireballs that are coming. I think it will suit everybody. So make sure you're in the front of the line and that you're not going to miss out. That's a hot tip. Be good. Look after yourselves. I hope you're warm. I hope you're sending. See you guys. Travis has followed us in. Travis is new to the game. The 1401 has been his first foil and he's absolutely crushing it. So it's really cool to see, coming from a primarily winging dominant background. Travis hasn't even really towed very much. So it's amazing to see him succeeding with the downwinding. Well done, mate. It has to beat going on those cruises, doesn't it? Surely.